and then I will drop
This
it.
meeting is being recorded.
Okay. So in the recording, I will explain again. One end that you tie on your finger so it doesn't go anywhere. You will need this thread later. And we start threading our beads from the head, which is the order is shown on page 27. Where the head starts, it's 8 millimeters, then demi-round, 10 millimeters, demi-round, 12 millimeters, 2 delica beads, 16 millimeters, 2 delica beads, 14 millimeters, demi-round 8, 12 millimeters, demi-round 8, 10 millimeters, demi-round 8, 8 millimeters, demi-round 8, 6 millimeters, demi-round 8, 5 millimeters, demi-round 8, 4 millimeters, and finishing the train with demi-round 8. So this is the body of the seahorse. And the needle should come from this end. Should come from this end, because we will need to attach to the tail. And this is what we will do next.
Can you show the tail up close?
Tail up close. How
Like-
would I do that?
I just wanted to see where the 15s go on the tail, like how. Okay. So are they like every other bead about when we're adding, embellishing?
What do you mean? Which ones?
The 15s on top of the embellishment on top of the.
On top, they go.
Yeah.
You mean Miyuki 15?
Yes,
The round ones. They go
Yes.
every 2 rows. So every 2
Okay.
rows you attach.
and then we're putting
then
a
in
15
between-
hex
In
between them.
between, yes.
Okay, thank
Uh-huh.
you.
That's my mistake.
Thank you so much. I caught it.
Okay. So good to go. That's me. So now push your string of beads towards your finger, and you have to attach the tail part to the tail part. So you go through 2 rows of top 2 rows of Miyuki 11. On the left or on the right, it doesn't matter. I picked the left side. So it's on top of this little tail that you have. And pass the needle through and pull. Down. And now you go up through the next beads, 2 rows, the same rows on the other side. You go up. So when you went up, you go back through the whole string of beads that we have here, all the way to the top, all the way here, towards the head. And this is what you should have, 2 ends of string coming out of the same side. Now this string that you have on your finger, or I do, now we have to thread it. And we will use it so put a spare needle on your thread on this end. Good to go?
Yep.
So you have two ends with two needles. And now I have to pass the needles through, both needles, through this Miyuki 11 on the head that sits between 6 millimeter and 4 millimeter. So the right end of thread, you pass through from the right to the left. And the left one from the left to the right through the same Miyuki 11. And here, do not pull so tight that all your beads sit straight and very close to each other. Just gently pull. But they have, so they have some air in between them. And to determine that, how much space you need to give beads to move around, because we will be shaping. This is very crucial part to establish this tension here, because we will be shaping the seahorse like this. It's not going to go in a straight line. And if you pull the tension too tight, it will not allow this movement that we need. And when you start beating around, the tension of the beads around will take some tension from the thread that goes through the pearls. So that is also important to consider. So how much space you will need for the beads to move around? I would say if you press them all together like this, so they are very close together, you should have about 3 millimeters of space of the thread. 2.5, 3 millimeters. I would say 3 millimeters is the top, because it cannot be too loose, because then it will not sit well in the seahorse shape. And if it's too tight, the tension through the beading, when we further continue, it will be so big that it can actually pull the thread and it can break, which happened to me in this seahorse. And I already finished almost the spine when this happened. So these beads started pulling out and falling out because one of the threads inside broke from all that tension. And it's really hard to go through the beads again to connect them to the tail when most of the work is already done. And it happened to a couple of my students when the thread inside broke, and it's because of the too much tension inside of the pearls, and they had to redo the whole thing, which is terrible. But that is why it's important to do it the right way now. So when you set up at this stage, you press the beads together to see how much space you have here between the head and like where the thread shows. And it should be about 3 millimeters. Just pull gently on both ends so it's equally pulling. And then with each needle, you go back towards the tail very gently so you don't lose that distance here. And if you do, because it's still wobbly and loose and it may stretch a little, it is still fixable at this point. You can adjust it. By pulling the thread tighter or loosening it up a little. It will still allow do that.
Can I ask a question? This is
Yes.
Liz.
Yes.
There is a thread at the top of the head, and there's one coming off the herringbone on the horse. I'm getting kind of a tangle here.
Uh,
Are all those
mhm.
threads necessary at this point?
You mean here?
Yeah.
Well, I don't have it because mine ended. You can fix it up here and cut it off
Okay.
if it's in
Good.
a way.
Good. Okay. And with one on the top of the head, we need or
Oh
we
yeah,
don't need
that one.
anymore?
Yes, you have to cut it off. Mhm.
Okay. Okay.
So I passed one side, one end down, all the way to the tail, coming out of the demi round 8. And then this end also will go down.
Did you say they have about 3 millimeters between each pearl?
No, not between each pearl. When you put your string of pearls, kind of like push them all together gently.
Uh-huh.
So they won't sit all tight and close together. There should be a space between the head and the first pearl. That
Okay.
space should be about 3 millimeters.
Okay, thank you.
Fran,
Yes.
I have to share a story with you if you
Yeah.
girls don't mind.
Sure.
Maybe it will be interesting for everybody. When I just arrived to the United States,
Yes.
it was 2003.
Yeah.
My husband then, he was trying to find me some sort of community where I could feel myself more at home.
Yeah.
And he found a knitting group of ladies who were knitting
Yeah.
on a farm. And when he brought me there, the owner of that knitting group and the store, the knitting store,
Yeah.
was an English lady.
Okay.
And she sounds exactly like you.
Does
And
she?
you even look like her. When I first saw you, I thought, oh my God, Liz is here. And then I saw the name, it's Fran. I was, of course, Liz cannot be in my class. She's she's totally in a different field of creation.
And
So it
well,
was
I did used to do lots and lots of knitting. I've always done all sorts of crafts, and it was quite unusual. When I was 13, I used to knit 3-ply for a shop. So I always did crafty stuff. So whereabouts was she from in England? Do you know?
It's London area, but where exactly I would not even remember now.
Yeah.
It was so long ago. But she never got her citizenship here. She decided to stay as she is with green card. I'm not sure if she eventually changed it or not, but at that point, she's been in the country for over 20 years because she has a family. She's probably grandmother already.
Yeah.
So she goes back and forth. But where exactly, I do not recall.
Ah, well, there you go. We don't all look alike.
I know, I've been in England. But you look so much like her and sound like her also, like the way you talk and the voice.
Yes. Well, if you don't mind as well, I'll tell you a little funny story. This was about a bead and button one year. And I think, thinking about it, I think it was the first time I ever went to bead and button. And I was at the, shopping, and I didn't buy very much from this particular lady, but I just said, could I have these please, to her, just like that. And she said, say it again, honey, and I'll give it you for free. I'll never forget it. She did give it to me. It wasn't very much, but she gave them to me, which was really interesting. Yes. I've got what you'd call a southern, more country voice. Mine is a London accent, is a little bit more refined and posh. But yeah, mine's a bit more rounded. So there you go.
Yeah.
It's good. Well, I looked you up last night as well, and I did see your bead dreams. Second, I looked up I went to your website, as I expect lots of the ladies did, looked at your website and then had a little look at the bead dreams. And I also looked at the I've forgotten what the one was. You got second place in the UK as well.
Yeah, it's recent, 2019.
Yeah, stitching one. Yeah, it's good to look. Yes.
Yeah.
And which part of Russia? I know where Olya was born, but which part of Russia were you?
So I was born in Volgograd area,
which is
It's a
whereabouts?
small town. Petroval from Peter the First was
Okay.
made it famous.
Yeah.
Volgograd is, you probably heard Stalingrad.
Yes.
That's Volgograd. They
Oh,
renamed it after the war.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Good.
So, but I lived most of my, well, half of my life in Russia. I lived in Siberia.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then Volgograd and then here.
Uh-huh.
So did you catch up, Liz?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're in
So
Siberia.
two of your,
Svetlana,
Yes.
we're in Siberia.
Якутская Саха.
Oh, в Якутске? Oh my gosh.
Не в Якутске в самом, а Нерюнгринский район, Якутская Саха, Нерюнгринский район, станция Нагорная там, in the
Oh
pit
my
of
God.
nowhere.
It's still cold,
Тайге.
very cold. I can
Yes.
tell you guys.
It's like
It's
negative 50.
Constantly frozen land. Yes.
Yes.
They're one of the coldest places. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oy.
I bet it's
What is it?
beautiful.
What is it like in the
Yes.
summertime?
Very hot
Yeah.
and very short.
Yeah,
Very, really?
I remember
Wow.
snow falling. I remember was waiting for June 1st to come. I was like, oh, tomorrow's summer. Soon the winter will be gone magically. And I wake up and my mother's done. It's snowing. June
Yeah.
1st.
Oh, good grief.
Wow. My
So now-
image of Siberia, it's always iced and snowing. Yeah.
But summers, we have summers. There's like no in between. It's like almost all of a sudden summer and all of a sudden winter.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's very strange. There's like no transition almost.
Wow.
So anyway, now you have two ends coming out of the tail, right? Tail part.
Yes.
Mhm. So here, where you can adjust completely your string of beads here, so you make sure it's not too much and not too little. So about 3 millimeters. The same way as I said before, you check. Just push them all together towards the end and see if you have enough here at the head. That's the tension it should be.
It doesn't look like you have too much at the head. Because you have, yeah, a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, I have like
About that much.
3 millimeters about. Because on this one, I did like two. And to me, when I'm forming it, it seems a little bit, tiny bit tight. So
Okay.
on the safe side, I would say 3.
Okay. Thank you.
And at this point, it should already sit okay and shouldn't wobble too much. So we just, with each needle, we connect at the tail again, as we did, only we go through 1, 2, 3 rows down. And here, don't pull too much at all, because you might pull too much here on your tension. And then go up 3 on the other side. And go up through the string of beads towards the head. Оля, а вы откуда? Я что-то забыла.
Я жила, I was on Sakhalin till 18.
О май гад.
Yes. В Южно-Сахалинске.
Ага.
Yeah, я там, I was born on Sakhalin and I was finished school. After that, we moved to Vladimir. Nadia Gerber and I, we graduated from the same college. Different
really?
time, different
Ah,
time, of course.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and after that, I got married and I moved to Moscow and
Moscow.
United States. Yeah,
Мгм.
my kids were born in Moscow. Yeah,
Мгм.
they're Москвичи.
Aha.
Can I ask a little question? This is Liz.
Yes.
You
Yes.
you go down through 3 seed beads, back up the
Ye-
other side,
Yes.
3 seed beads only, and go back the other side, up the side,
Yes.
and then go all the way to the top again.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
So with one end and the second one. And when you're at the top, you pass the needle through that Miyuki 11. And leave it be.
Funny, Michelle, I was closer when I was in Soviet Union. I was closer to California then than now.
Oh, gosh. Gosh.
Yeah.
Did you ever live in California?
I've been in California now, but I haven't, no. But
No,
I
yeah.
visited, but I never lived in California. But I had a lots of tsunamis and earthquakes. That's why I experienced the same. Every time when Japan will have a tsunami and earthquake, we will have the same. Because we're really, really close to Okinawa.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we really, in a good weather, we really could see Okinawa from the hills. Yeah. It was very interesting.
But I bet the wildlife and the environment was wonderful there, wasn't it?
Wait, on an
Yes.
island or in Siberia?
Inside, well, both of them, I would have thought it
Yes.
would be wonderful.
Yes.
But it was different totally. We had a lot
Mhm.
of salmon.
Yes.
Where you
Mhm.
can go and just grab them by hands. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I grew up in Siberia in 80s.
Yeah.
80s, 90s. So in 92 we moved. So my childhood was full of caviar.
Yes.
Wow.
And I tell people, nobody believes me.
Yeah.
The
But
same with me.
yes,
Yeah,
I
because
grew up on caviar.
on a red one, on a red
Black
one.
one, black.
Black.
Well, we
and
had
I grew
both,
up
but
on a
mostly
red one.
black.
Yeah. And I grew up on a red one because it was, you go to fisherman and you buy
Yeah.
the 2 liters can.
Uh-huh.
And after that, okay, after a while, it's becoming old and my father will say, this is old, we need to toss it.
Yeah.
Wow.
And smoke fish directly from fishermen.
Yeah.
Coming
Uh-huh.
and it's just dripping in oil. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah. In Volgograd, yeah, you have. What's the name now? It's not Volgograd. It's not.
Volgograd.
It's still Volgograd.
Yeah.
They didn't rename.
Uh-uh. It
Wow.
was Tsaritsyn, then Stalingrad
Yes.
because of Stalin, and after the
Yeah.
war, they renamed it to Volgograd because it's on Volga River.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah, it's Volgograd, not Leningrad.
yeah,
That's fine.
stayed that way.
Yeah. Look, they're famous of changing the names.
And do you both still have family there?
Yes, my whole family is there.
Oh,
Not me. I am the only one child. And our parents came with us. And Obviously,
Oh, that's
children
nice.
came with us, yeah. And now they're deceased. That's why, yeah. I have a cousin who's still in Moscow, but other than this, yeah.
I have my whole family. My mom just got into a horrible accident before the New Year's.
How is she now? I forgot to ask.
Oh, it's very hard when something like this happens and you're far and you cannot do much.
Yeah,
She's better. Thank you.
yeah. Yesterday evening, I said, "Oh my gosh, I forgot to ask how's your mom." Yeah.
So Liz, are you at the top with one thread? She's busy working.
Mhm.
We don't have Steven. I'm wondering what's happened.
Yeah. I messaged him last night and he did say he had a lot of trouble yesterday, was going to really try today. So I know it's his aim to be with us.
Okay. When I saw his email, I emailed to him and I said, please tomorrow or like just call me.
Yeah.
Because I saw his email only like around after
Yeah.
we finished class.
Yeah.
And it's a shame. Yeah. I can see the background, friend, on your pictures. Siamese.
I've changed the place that I do my work now. I've gone
Oh,
into a different room. Yeah. It's quite useful because this wardrobe is very useful for putting things up now.
Yeah. No, I still don't have room where I can permanently work, but it's will time. It will come. I showed you my bathroom and my bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it full of beads?
Oh no, it's full of dirt because we are remodeling bathroom.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. No, right now the store is full of beads, and whatever I bring, it's always in the bags.
Because my husband always tells me that beads are everywhere. And one time they were even in his salad. I don't know how that happened, but it happened. He's like, what? Is this like a spice?
That's worse than needles in the bed.
Yes. Look, I don't have this yet. Who knows? When I move more stuff to my house, God knows.
I've been decorating like fury, Olya. So this is my wall now. I've
my
been
gosh.
painting on the wall. So it's wild and wacky stuff.
Yeah, it's remind me, what's his name? The old in the 20s and 30s, the Russian painter. I cannot remember.
Kandinsky?
Yes.
Chagall? Oh.
No, Kandinsky, yes.
Kandinsky, yeah. I thought you were going to say Kandinsky, yes.
Yeah. It's the style of that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the colors are too.
The colors. That's what it's all about.
The colors. I mean, look, it's so interesting how everybody sees this old designs and it's so different. And they're all wonderful. It just, yeah. You know, Svetlana, you were talking about accent, friend. Every time when I talk to friend, after that, I start speaking with a Russian and British, English, American accent. I use your words, yeah.
Well, when I arrived to the States, because in Russia we study British English, and Americans were telling me that I speak like a Brit. To me, I didn't know any other way, but I can tell the difference because I have a nanny who is she's leaving now, but right now she still does. She's from Uganda. They learn British English, so she pronounces words as British. Like she says, knickers instead of underwear.
Knickers, yes.
Yeah,
knickers.
knickers. And my girl is saying knickers to me. I was like, what the heck is that?
It's very
I don't know that word.
old-fashioned. That is a really old-fashioned way of calling them knickers, yes.
You know what? It's exactly when friend will say something and I will say, huh? What is that? And another thing, slow down, slow down.
And another one, I was taking a leather class online a couple of years ago, and my teacher is from England, somewhere London area, not in London.
Okay.
So I was doing what I was teaching, he was telling me. And then he's like, and you have never done this before? I said, no. Outrageous. He screams outrageous. And I'm thinking, oh my God, what horrible thing I did. He said it's outrageous.
No,
But then I realized in the conversation that it's a positive. It's like amazing.
interesting. You said something yesterday. I'll try and remember what it was. And I thought, oh, that is just a gem. The expression you used. I will.
Bacon?
No, bacon and bicons. That happens to me with predictive text. When I write to somebody and it says it always ends up being about breakfast.
So Liz, where are you at? Do you have one end on top and one on the
I have
end?
one on the top, one on the end. Does it matter which way you go through the 11 to the right or the left?
No, really doesn't. I go from right to left because I'm a righty.
Okay, thank you.
So
I'm all caught up.
Okay, so the bottom one, you go down. I do one. It really doesn't matter. So what I try to do is connect on each row, so it's connected tightly. So this way, since I connected on second row, then third row, now I'm connecting the first row with this end and go up. And all the way up again. And when you get to the top with this end, let me know. Because I would like you to check something with your, with the body.
So are your Russian students a whole lot more obedient than we've been and do their homework like good little girls?
No, but I do punish them and then they're afraid and they do.
Oh, crikey.
It's a little like communist style there.
Love it.
With them. But the way we work is a little different. So
yes,
I don't frequently demand certain things to be done or ask.
yeah.
Did you catch up, Liz?
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
Oh, okay, I'm waiting
Thank
for you.
you.
So now I would like you to check something. You need to put your seahorse in this position, and how to know if it's exact position. So your top bead of your body, which is 8 mm, has to touch the 4 mm here. So they have to touch. Then the next bead, 10 mm, has to touch the 8 mm. That's the curve that you need to have. Then other beads, oh, let me grab something. So here, they don't touch, they just go as they go. But the next one is 12, has to touch here, the 16. And on the bottom, 16 has to touch the 14. That's the curve here. And then it goes as it goes and slowly kind of curves in. This curve will naturally happen when we start beating here, but you just position it in this way. So if your body is sitting in this curve comfortably, like there's nothing loose in between, like you don't see gaps of thread in between the beads, that's good. And then if it sits not too tight, if you feel like there's not much tension when you put it in this position, it is also good. So you did everything right. Now, if you put it in this position and you feel like it's kind of strenuous, then you need to loosen up a little bit to let it sit comfortably this way. So it just touches here and touches here. How is it going for you? Is it all good?
All good.
Okay, so you went with this end, with the last end. This is my longer end, and you take your longer thread because we're gonna go down again. But first we have to go through this 11 bead from the opposite end where the other end came out of from. We go in the opposite direction.
Are you going through it for the first time, or are we going through it a second time?
Oh, I did not go through it when I went up.
Oh,
So
okay.
I just did.
Okay, thanks.
So now I'm going down the set of beads again. Just with one end, the longest one you have.
What do you mean with just one end of the longest one? Because there's only one thread at the top.
Or you should have two threads at the top one.
Oh, damn.
Where was your second one?
It's at the bottom.
Oh,
No,
you
it's at the top. No, it's the top.
The
What
top,
am I
okay.
thinking? It's the top. Okay, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry.
So pick the one that's longer and go down with that one.
Okay.
And you keep the one that's shorter, or the other end is where it is on the top. And in the end, you come out of the last demi round 8. Ola, I have a question.
She disappeared.
Or maybe somebody can answer. So if I pressed record, is it going to record only the screen without voice? Or will it record?
Svet,
Record everything.
what did you ask me?
So I press record on computer.
Mhm.
Is it recording the whole screen or how is it recording? Because
Yeah,
my
it's
sound
record-
is on my phone.
Yeah, it's recording, but the problem is how much data I have because it's going
Ah.
into the, yeah, that's why it might not work. I don't know. After the class, I will get the information. They will send me message and we'll see how big the file is.
Well, when I was doing the recording, when I pressed the button, it says record on the computer,
On
which I
yours.
picked. Yeah,
Oh, that's why it will record everything with the sound.
with. Even
Mhm.
though on my computer, I turn the sound off and I'm talking through the phone.
I believe so. I don't know. I
Okay,
cannot
we'll check
uh,
it on
yeah.
on
What
break.
did you do yesterday when you recorded? Did you record on your phone?
On the computer, but I also had the sound on the computer, and
Oh, because the
this
sound
time I
came
did
through.
the phone.
Yesterday's recording, the sound came through. I didn't listen to the whole thing, but it did come through. I don't
Oh
know.
no, the video that I sent you guys,
Yes.
You submitted the recording.
that I did separately on my phone after the class.
Oh, okay.
So I guess we will see.
I haven't
After
been
the
taking
break.
notes. I was counting on the recording. I haven't been taking notes. Like all that stuff that you gave about, which bead touches which bead. Could you say that
Yeah.
again so I can write it down? You
Yes.
said that- make sure the curve is right.
So when you do the body and you string all your beads in the position they should be, to check how much space you need for the movement, for the flexibility of the body, you just push them all in together and like
Okay.
this, push it with your finger. So they all sit tightly and close together. And here, between the head and the first bead, you will see the distance. It should be between 2.5, like 3 millimeters.
Okay.
And when you form, when you go through the beads a few times, it will kind of strengthen the position of them. And already you still can pull some if you need more space here. But it's kind of hard.
Okay.
More you do threading in between, tougher it is to pull the beads. So in order to see if you did the tension correctly, you form the body in such way where this top bead on the body, which is number 8, this is 8 millimeter, has to touch here, the 4 millimeter on the head here. So these parts should touch. And on the bottom of the 8mm, 8 should touch the 10mm bead like this in here. And this demi-round sticks out kind of like this. Then we go further, and demi-round sits just straight in between the beads. And on the curve of the body, the 12mm touches the 16mm in here on the bottom of the 12mm. And then for the 16mm, going further, it touches the 14mm in here. And that is how you know. And you have to see in this position, kind of touch it. And you will see if it's too tense, you will feel like the beads don't want to sit in the position comfortably as you put them in. If they sit in this position comfortably, like you easily put it, you see, you easily can bend it and they go. And there's no air between them, like there are no gaps in between the beads, which is indication it's to the right tightness, and they're freely moving. It is also the right tightness, the right tension. And as I mentioned before, and I will mention it again, when we start beating around between the beads, all that beating around will take some tension from this string, which means it will pull even more. And that is why we need like freedom for these beads to sit.
So you said we could take something on our cameras, so I'm going to turn on my recording.
Okay. Yeah, maybe it's just for the safety of it, in case it doesn't work here. Yeah.
Let's see if I can prop it up.
Well, if not, I will record this small part where everything needs to be touched and so on.
Oh,
Thank you.
good,
Uh,
good. Thank you.
on my phone, just in case.
I'm
using
all ready in case
another
you're waiting
example.
for me.
Okay. So your thread is coming out of demi number 8. Now we have to go down one bead, which would be the left side, one bead down. Left side, or like the front where your decorations here. And then when you're out of that bead, you go the opposite direction through the bead below it, which should be Miyuki 15. And then next one over is Miyuki 11. And it's the first row of this tail. You got that?
Yes, ready.
Mm. Okay, pass the needle through those two beads. And then needle goes to the opposite direction now, but through the top, through the bead on top, which is demi-round 8. And when you went through demi-round 8, turn your tail over to another side. And under your demi-round 8, there is Miyuki 11, which is the first row of your tail here. That's the need. That's where you have to go, but in the opposite direction.
How many beads do you want us to go through on the tail?
At which point?
Where you are right now, when you're
Just
going
one.
down through the tail, just one bead. Okay,
Just one
thank
bead,
you.
yes. One bead, and then up, back through the demi-round 8.
Going the opposite direction or the same
Yes,
direction?
opposite direction towards the curve.
Okie dokie, thank you.
And that's where the fun part starts. So this is what you did, is you connected your demi-round 8 to the bottom on both sides, so it doesn't move. Now you thread 3mm Swarovski bead 5000.
Three, 5,000. I only have 2. So I ran upstairs and grabbed one.
Okay.
Or can we use a 3mm pearl there, or does it need to be all 3 500?
Well, the thing is, the pearl is a little too round, and it will be kind of like sticking out. I mean, you
Okay.
can.
I'll go grab one. I'll be right back.
Okay. And for the rest of you, I'll just explain why this bead and not the pearl. The pearl is very round, and this 5000 is kind of oval, and it gives that enough, what do you call it, height here with this shape. So the tail goes all smoothly, like all smooth around without bumps, visual bumps. We didn't discuss a break, and I kind of forgot. Do you guys want to break like yesterday at 12:30?
Yeah, works for me.
Fine.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay, so what is it now? 11:30. Okay, in an hour.
Can it be a rondelle shaped?
Oh, which one is that?
That's
Rondelle.
5040.
I don't even
That's
know.
5040.
It'd be wide in the wrong place, I would have thought.
Okay. Could it be a bicone?
It could. Yeah.
Okay.
3mm, yeah. So now when you threaded it, your needle goes towards the right. Well, when you came out of it, now we have to go the opposite direction to the left and through the 2 Miyuki beads that are close to the demi-round 8.
Are you adding the demi or the 5,000s all three at one time or just one at a time?
One,
Okay.
so it's just one, and we're
Okay, thank
attaching
you.
it to the bottom. Basically, that's what we're doing.
Okay. And you're going the other direction, just
The
touching
other
it.
direction towards the head.
And you're going through 2 beads, right?
2 beads, 2 Miyuki 11.
Thank you.
Then pull tightly but gently, and then the opposite direction through the bead we just added. And turn over. And the same here. The needle goes through the 2 beads that the 5,000 sits on, and the needle goes in the direction of the head of the pearls. And then back into the 5,000 bead. Now flip it to the right side again. So now it is attached on both sides of the herringbone. And then we thread one demi-round 11 and one bicon 3 millimeter. So here, if you count the rows of the Miyuki 11 that goes on top, and the first row, let's say, is the one that is the closest to the demi-round 8 of the body. So the first row, second row, third row, fourth row. So first and second row, we attached our 5,000. Now, third and fourth row, we will be attaching our bicon. So the needle goes in the direction of the head through the fourth and third Miyuki 11. And like before, my beads do not want to sit. My bicon does not want to sit well. Well, of course, I attached it to the wrong rows. I hope you did not do the same. So it's fourth, here it is, and third. And then we go back the opposite direction from the head, only through the bicon, not demi-round.
Svetlana,
Yeah?
we're expecting snow.
Uh-huh.
Dana already was kicked out of the internet. If you lose me, you are co-host. That's why the class will continue.
Uh-huh.
But just in case, but we also have a generator. That's why it shouldn't happen. But just in case, if it's something happened for a short time or something like that.
Okay.
I'm just giving you warning if something happens, okay?
So when you attach the bicon on the front, then you turn over to the back side and do the same there. Third and fourth bead, we count from here. And the needle goes in the direction of the head. And then back into the bicon. Needle goes into the direction of the tail, away from the head.
I have a
Now-
quick question.
Yeah.
I broke my thread. My thread snapped on the bicone. So do you start, you add the 8 or the 8 demi and the bicone? Do you start it from like the 4th row in or the 2nd?
Say it again. Which one? The second, like the first bicon for me?
Yeah, yeah. Well, you just add it. I'm just gonna add it and I'll be fine.
Uh-huh. So you attach it to the 4th and 3rd.
Right, that's what I'm doing. Okay.
Uh-huh. So when you attach it on both sides, let me know
Okay.
and we continue because it goes a little differently there.
I've got to attach both sides.
Uh-huh. So now your thread is coming out of the bicon, right?
Yes, thank you.
Now thread 1 demi around 11 and 1 2mm Swarovski pearl. And attaching this set is a little different. If you push with your finger the pearl and the bead towards the bicon, so it sits like this, and we count the rows of the Miyuki 11. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We skip, and into the 6th, we pass the needle and in the direction of the tail. So the needle goes towards the opposite way of the head. And when you did that, turn it over like on this side where the edge, and you have to pass the needle through the bead over, which is the same row, only on the other side. It will be the right side, and the needle goes into the direction of the head, and you pass only through one bead. So when you turn on the back, and now you have to go through the 2mm pearl, demi-round, and the bicon towards the head, the direction of the head. Oh, and demi-round. So the needle goes through 4 beads. 2mm Swarovski, demi-round 11, bicon, demi-round 11, in the direction of the head.
So I have a question. On mine, there seems to be a lot of thread showing. Is that supposed to be that way on the side?
Let me see. Show me a picture.
Oh, sure.
Technically,
Okay.
it shouldn't. Yeah, send me a picture. I'll look.
Okay. I sent it.
Yeah. Maybe, let me see. I cannot see them well. I guess I also have it a little bit, but because it's white, yours stands out more since the beads are dark. But try to do it tighter, maybe a little bit tighter.
Okay. Thank you.
Otherwise, it's fine.
Thank you.
So you came out of that demi. Okay. Now, the back of the tail. We go through 1, 2, 3, and 4, third and fourth bead, and the needle goes towards, well, away from the head, the direction. And just pull it, the thread, a little bit tighter here. Maybe it will bring the thread closer. And from here, we go in the same direction as before, but we catch the demi-round 11 and 2mm pearl. We go through those 2 beads in a direction away from the head. And pull gently but tight. So it all kind of snugs together. So your thread is coming out of the 2mm pearl. Now we thread one hex cut and one rose mantis, 3mm rose mantis. So your rose mantis should be at the end of the 8th bead, 8th Miyuki bead on the bottom. And pass the needle through that 8th bead to going towards the head, just one bead. All done? Okay, since it's rose mantis and it has like crisscross holes, so you go perpendicular to your tail into this hole like this. So your needle goes into the direction of the back of the tail. And hold your beads with one finger and just pull so it sits well and tight. And in the back of your tail, now your thread comes out in the back. You have to go through the 8th bead as well, but away from the head, in a direction away from the head. Pull tight. And then go through the rose mantis in the middle. The hole that goes parallel to your tail. And the needle goes towards the head. And turn your tail over to the back side. Are you with me, Liz? Yeah. So now catch on the back side, catch the 7th bead. Go through the 7th bead away from the head. And go towards the front of the tail, perpendicular, through the perpendicular hole. And pass the needle through the 7th bead on this side, only going towards the head. And then pass the needle through the rosemantis, through the hole that's parallel to the tail. And pull tight. So you attached it very tightly on all ends. Now, I need a certain color, which I don't have. 1 second. So now pick up a delicate bead. Number 11. And we attach it to the bead number 9. 9th row. 9th. So pass the needle through the 9th bead towards the head. Then back through the bead, the delicate bead, away from the head. Then on the back side of the tail, go through the 9th bead towards the head. And through the delicate bead, away from the head. And pull tight. Now leave that thread for now. And when you did the tail, the part with the tail, you should have thread coming out of here. Oh. When you were adding the middle beads on your herringbone, tubular herringbone on the edge here. Do you have a thread there?
I have a thread, not, you mean a thread showing or a loose
No,
thread?
coming out. You should have like an end of a thread here. No?
I don't actually. Should I
You
add one?
don't? Okay. No. If you don't, then you continue with this one, with the one that you're
Okay.
working now.
Okay.
It's just going to be a little different. Let me think. Let me think how to. So these beads that you were adding here on the rim, on the edge here, we have to continue them here as well
Mhm.
until the
Okay.
end. So since you don't have this thread, we will do it with this thread. And for that, we will go back into the 9th bead towards the head on the front side of the tail. Then pass the needle through those rows into the back, towards the back, kind of like under the delica bead, towards the back of the tail. So you should be between rows 8 and 9, and then pass the needle through the 9, bead 9, away from the head. And here we start adding what did you get? Per instructions, it's delica, but you can continue. Well, you can do delica, or I'll do Miyuki 15, because that's what I have on the edge here. And as you did before with this edgy, with these beads on the edge, you do the same until they meet. So now I'm adding my bead, and my needle goes through the row 9, bead 9 again towards the head. And I do what I did before, pass the needle under the delica towards the back of the tail. And then you go through bead 9 and 10 away from the head. And you add another bead here on the edge. Now you go towards the head through the bead 10. And here we pass the needle through the bead we just added going towards the back of the tail, the back side of the tail. Now we go through 10 and 11 away from the head. And continue like this until we meet this row of beads on top. So whenever you finish that set of beads, let me know.
I'm done. This is Liz.
Okay. So now you have to go through the top rows of your 11, Miyuki 11, wherever you ended, finished, then pass the needle through the 11 beads, Miyuki 11 beads towards the head until you reach the very end of it. And it has to be the front of the tail. So until you reach the demi round 8, that's where you stop there, before the demi round 8.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, so when you came out of this last Miyuki on the top row, and now we have to work with this tail that we made here out of Miyuki. How many rows we did? 29. So let's count from the beginning of this Miyuki herringbone ladder. So you have to go down and pass the needle through the first Miyuki 11 on this herringbone ladder. And the needle goes towards the head. And here we start a new herringbone letter using Miyuki 15. And we have to make 7 rows. With your main beads. The color, I mean. So your herringbone with the Miyuki 15 herringbone will be attached to this first bead of this herringbone that we made out of Miyuki 11. And you just, and it goes perpendicular to the tail. You need to make 7 rows. Oops.
This is Liz. I'm sorry, I got a big tangle. So I start is the row of the new row, it's coming out and it's on the side. Okay, so it's on the
Yes.
side and you do it with the first and the second of the other tail between those 2 rows.
No, you do it on the first Miyuki 11 of this herringbone.
On the first one, okay.
The first one,
Thank you.
yes, it's attached to the first one.
Thank you.
Mhm. So when you get 7 rows done, let me know.
I'm done. This is
Huh?
Liz. I'm done.
Okay,
Just want to let you know I caught up.
so now we have to attach this end to the opposite side of the tail, the back side of the tail, to the same bead. Not to the same bead, to the same row, which is the first row of this 11 herringbone, Miyuki 11 herringbone letter. The first bead only on this side. So, and make sure if your thread comes out of, for example, here, mine comes out of the right side of this tiny herringbone. So my needle goes from right to left onto the 11 Miyuki, which it's going to be sitting on, attached to. So it's not going to be crisscross, and the threads are sitting in a nice position, holding the beads correctly.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
This is Liz. Did we start the herringbone on the first of the ladder, the new herringbone that we did with the tail? Did we start it on that one, or did we start on the one above it?
The first bead of the herringbone with 11, Miyuki 11. So it's on the Miyuki 11, the first row.
It's on the first row. Okay, I did it. Thank you.
Mhm.
And then you attach it to the same row.
Yes, on the other side.
Okay, I'm sorry. The first row of the tail that we are working on with the okay. I'll send you a picture.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Bill, I'm going to transfer my phone to you real fast. Bill?
Yeah, you did it correctly. Liz, I see that you did it on the right bead. The only thing, your herringbone changed the direction after the first row. It's not like horrible, but try to stay in the same direction when you do herringbones, and it's like for everybody. Oh, here's a movie. Okay.
I'm so sorry. So this is Liz.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying that it twisted? My herringbone twisted?
Yeah, the first row, and then I changed the direction.
I
But
see.
which
Okay.
which is fine. You see, they're not sitting all straight under each other,
Yeah, I see
but
that.
it's okay. It's just for the
Okay.
future.
Okay, thank you.
But it's on the right row. Now you have to attach the other end to the same row on this side.
Okay, let's see.
So your thread comes out of the right side of the 15 Miyuki herringbone. So your needle will go into this first row away from the head. The direction will be away from the head. And then pull tight and see if it's snug, and it should be. And then we pass the needle through all 7 rows of this herringbone, only the other side, the left side of it. Towards the front of the front side of the tail. And here you pull tight so it attaches well. So tight so that you see on both sides that beads are connected and there is no space in between. In the front and in the back. And we will have to secure this position by going through the rows a couple times. And each time attaching it to the first row of Miyuki 11. So now I am in the front side of my tail, and I'm passing needle through the first row towards my head and pull tight again and go up through the beads in the herringbone. To the back side of the tail. Pull tight again. When you're on the back side, repeat the step that you did before by attaching the first row to the first row of Miyuki 11, going away from the head. And then up again through the herringbone, Miyuki 15, all the way towards the front side until you come out of the first row. So you did it twice, you attached it twice, basically. First time you attached it, second time you reinforced. And it should be sitting really nicely. So when you come out of the first row of your 7-row herringbone, Miyuki 15, let me know.
You're headed towards the head, right? When you come out the final time.
When you come out of where?
The herringbone row you're reinforcing, does the needle head towards the tail or the head of the seahorse?
On which side? It depends on the side.
On the back side?
On the back side, you go away from the head.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm. Oh, it's 12:36. Do you guys want to continue when we come back?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
When is the break over?
Okay,
In an hour, let's say, well,
Thank you.
1:35.
Sure.
Thank you very much.
okay, thank you.
Okay, see you in a bit.
Thank you. Okay,
I'll see if
bye-bye.
this recording worked.